Every day cannot stay the same. Yeah. But one thing that's never gonna change. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever. I forever reign. Forever, ever, forever, ever, forever, forever. The people they make go and dollars they make grow and everything's for show, but I will remain cold and eager. The queen don't talk to the meager, a leader. Who you know in the Zephyr? Been through the trenches, gutter fields and stenches. Gone ball, they filling up the benches. Half-court shooter, spitting from the medulla. Life for the game, they talking like I'm the doula. Nobody wanna duel her.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. Great game in store for y'all, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Bitter rivals going back to their AFL days in the 1960s. The Chiefs and Raiders are underway.
And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's Madison getting it again on second. And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Minshew sets to throw. Being chased at.
Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive.
Oh, bro.
One, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession.
I was on
but
mute,
two, being
bro.
able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Okay,
Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Brown with his stick skills.
Oh, bro. If you black, you want to.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Never mind.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide
Zero
receivers sweeps. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you and this will be caught at the
let's go.
Marquise Brown, 64 yards. And the Chiefs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But
That is a
what
fake,
you just
right?
described, that's team football. All right.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Oh, bro. So bad. So bad. It's all
Thought the
good.
days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone, and that means they'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
On the handoff, it's Madison.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope
Just
to
a
move
rock
the
on that.
chains.
I gonna
From the
buy a
gun,
camera
they shoot a
for the
throw.
streams, from the
Steps
live,
away to his left.
for the stream,
He's gonna go down.
for the
He will be
live.
sacked on
And it's
the
gonna
final
be
play of
fire,
this
bro.
first quarter.
I
6-0
promise you,
our score
it's gonna be
after
fire.
1.
Please, just wait, bro. Let's
2nd quarter now, and
come
it's Las Vegas with the
to
football.
100
As they get it
subscribes.
with a 4th
Please,
down coming up.
I need it, please.
Here's
Bro,
A.J.
I
Cole
really
now
need
to
it.
punt this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
Oh,
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Chiefs offense and Hollywood Brown set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
And that's caught inside the 30.
oh, let's go. What the heck? What the heck?
Marquise Brown with his
Okay,
second
okay.
touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. Spinning past him. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away.
Now, this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. And that flag accepted.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw it. Minshew.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
A promising sign there for the offense. That hasn't done a whole lot to this point. Nice job to locate the open receiver. And it's good yardage and a first down to open the drive.
Let him cook now. Set, let him
Minshew.
cook.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He finds more in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
10 yards on the touchdown pass as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about it.
And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end.
Oh, let's go.
Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
Free kick out of bounds.
And they'll accept that penalty.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Minshew. Throw left side complete. That's Bowers. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Like it's been this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it. And hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Well, this offense and their wideout headed back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy
Oh,
to just
what the
take this
heck?
into the locker room.
What the
He
heck?
threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
That's laid out deep for Rice.
That is bad.
That will be incomplete.
So bad.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Spins away. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete.
Hey, you do it all the time, bro.
They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now possession's going to go over with a football.
All the time I do the same.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
What the heck?
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
Out of the gun is Minshew. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Carlson able to put this one through. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a first down.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we've hit halftime here in what obviously is a very fast-moving first half of play. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We were treated to an excellent first half from the gunslinger, Patrick Mahomes. He threw a first-quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started.
And running with power here. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Patrick Mahomes adding to his bag of tricks with a tremendous run. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead, they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 40.
We need it. Please, we need it. Bruh,
They'll go play action here
you
with
need
Minshew.
to pray to
Short
the
throw
Lord.
caught by Bowers.
I want to
Short
come to
completion, just
wanna
4
break
yards.
up
And
score.
second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
La, la, la,
Looking
la,
to throw
la.
again on second down. Minshew. This goes out wide from Madison.
Oh,
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back
just
on
look
the
at me,
side.
happy for me. Yeah. Oh.
Someone's down 3 scores. That situation, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's A.J. Cole now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case.
Oh,
They get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Mahomes going to throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Able to find Gray here. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football,
my
he's
God,
going to be a foot or so short. Here's the Chiefs punter
Oh,
now.
he's
On, we think, to
moving.
punt, though he's faked it. And it's a fake here on
Oh, what the
4th and
heck?
inches. A little
Not to the ball.
trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right, right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it was the right time to make that call.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He's got room to roam. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Chat.
That one will go in.
I'm back in a few minutes. 1 minute. Chat.
11 Raiders having a first down as well.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Over the middle, hooks up with the tight end Bowers. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Again, Minshew looking to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And it'll be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
What the heck?
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
Pushing his way through. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
On first
Sit
down,
down.
they go back to
Don't move.
Pacheco.
Sit down. Don't move.
And a nice spin into some open
Wow,
field.
whoa,
And he'll take
whoa.
this for a short gain on
Oh
what
my
will be
God,
the
bro.
final play of this ball game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defensive.
We did it, guys. Shit, what is his brother? Madden? Oh. FIFA. I ask you guys. Okay.
This love is getting kind of dangerous. Feels like it's a load. My mind is turning like a cloud of dust. My heart always wants to run. Oh, if you wanna come on,
Let's go to the Super Bowl.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
I mean, there I go.
Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. Hope you're all ready for this one, and it comes your way next.
With the eyes of the world watching, it's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. Tonight, the Lombardi Trophy's in the building, and we've got a fight to see who's gonna raise it. Between the Arizona Cardinals and the New England Patriots. Joined by a former NFL quarterback up in the booth, Mr. Brock Heward. I'm Kate Scott, and Brock, You can brag if you'd like to, because I know you had quite the big arm in your days with the Huskies and the Seahawks in Seattle. Well, we've got a couple of quarterbacks here who also know how to push that football down the field.
Yeah, you got a couple QBs who are going to keep these defenses honest today, because the moment they get greedy in coverage or get too aggressive in the pocket, either of these quarterbacks can drop a dime, drop a deep throw right over him for big yardage, and maybe 6 points too.
On the return, it's Jalen Reagor. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out come the Patriots, ready for their first possession. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Drake entered the league as a top 5 pick because he checks a lot of boxes. Just the way you want him. Tall, athletic, great arm. 1 year at North Carolina, put on an absolute show. And yeah, second year as a starter, took a little bit of a beating and some question whether or not he was still a top 5 pick. The ability, there's no question there. It is now the consistency in taking care of the football that will be a big part of Drake's career.
May will throw to get us started here. Jump off, caught by his back.
Let's go, Patriots. Oh.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
All right, here we go. Second down. May now. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. May.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. No.
Dumps it
Okay.
off to his running back.
Bro.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the third down. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Oh my, they're faking it on their opening
What's
drive.
happening?
And he's taken down, not even in the neighborhood of the marker. And they're going to hand this one over on downs. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. So here come the Cardinals now as they get sent for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma.
Shit.
One of the game's better runners. It's Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes.
Let's go,
and sizes.
Patriots.
Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. Oh, the football's loose. Scooped up by the Patriots.
What the heck?
And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also
Let's go.
in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Patriots offense headed out for their second drive of the game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for Ramondre Stevenson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Let's go, Chet. Touchdown! No!
Spot this one right at the 20.
Wait. Why I said touchdown?
That's the end of one here in Super Bowl 59. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up
Go,
in a
Jet.
second. We'll return to New. First down throw for May. Gets everything he has under this throw. Disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception.
Ready.
And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Oh my God. Bro. Oh my God.
Ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge game.
He breaks the tackle.
What the fuck?
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. Patriots punt team coming out with former 6th rounder Bryce Baringer to do the... And we've seen this before. It's a fake.
Why you do this? Why you do this? Oh my God, bro. I do.
They're going to turn this football over on downs.
Bruh.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Half pass is complete to McBride.
Oh, what the heck? How do I do this, bro?
It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. What? Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out.
Let's go. Let's go, Patriot. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, Whoa. Oh, no.
And a great return comes to an end with the tackle.
Bro.
Very unfortunate deja
Yeah,
vu
damn, bro.
offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end, too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. Right, they find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of them. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it. And they've done it on back-to-back drives.
Cut near the goal
Bro,
line.
I play like...
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's
You just smelled it.
And they're going to be in a good spot. Second down coming up.
Let's go. Bro. Oh my God.
Such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Oh. 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 That's down.
Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown.
Let's go, Chuck. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate.
Oh, look at, it's fake. Ooh, it's fake. Oh. Wait, what the fuck is my control? Oh.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. And he didn't strike that one true, Brock. It came down.
I don't know what you're doing, bro, but I think you know what I'm doing, bro.
So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. First and 10, Murray. To the right and hauled in by Jones. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's a beautiful sunshine, beautiful rain, the beautiful
Set up with second and short.
Joyce. This is a fun. This is a beautiful day. Okay.
Rolling left, finds. Oh, he was on the move. Shows the defense, and they take him down.
Let's go.
Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I'm going to take the Super Bowl, chat. I am the best. I'm the
All
GOAT.
right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Ooh, the hard count worked. Somebody jumped.
No,
I think
I'm
this is
so
going to give them
dead.
the first.
I'm sorry, dude. Oh, yeah, sorry, dude, bro.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of third down, they're now defending 1st and 10. Wow, they must really
Look
trust
at
in
this
this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long
Oh, I'm
field
doomed.
goal.
I'm
It's
doomed,
a
bro.
deep shot
I'm
for
doomed.
him from that left
I'm
edge.
doomed.
This will not connect. Not enough leg and too far left as well. So we have reached halftime in Super Bowl 59 from New Orleans. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. And what
Oh,
a
wait,
season
the
this
Super Bowl
has
is
been,
nothing
and it is nearing
in
a
Orlando.
conclusion. You guys enjoy the show out there.
Super.
We'll get it back out to you two in just a
Bro.
moment. The Patriots got a solid first half from their quarterback, Drake May. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half.
New Orleans, bro.
Enough waiting, let's crown a champion, shall we? The second half of the Super Bowl is underway. This one doesn't make the landing zone, so this drive's going to start at the 40.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And they'll have great field position, Brock, after the unforced error on the kickoff. Slated downs to approach.
What's that Madden is better, bro?
Connor on the inside give. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. He's got Harrison. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give the quarterback a chance.
And this one doesn't go far. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. The Patriots and Juju Smith-Schuster headed back out on offense. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. To the air on 1st down, May. Forced out to his right. Now he throws deep across the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Back to the air. It's May.
Alright, this is the time, bro.
Intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. May now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that brings up 4th and long.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And here we go. It's another fake. And he's taken down, not even in the neighborhood of the marker. And they're going to hand this one over on downs. And the fake punt is not going to keep things going, Brock. He winds up short. They're going to turn this football over on downs. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And you tell us this all the time, Brock. Touchdowns aren't the only stats that make a quarterback, right? Yep, he's nodding right now. But the absence of any from his left. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yeah.
It's a design boot.
Oh, fuck.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals get this time before the end of the 3rd.
Damn, bro.
Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce, the position could be such a mismatch when you're going for the end zone.
Matt Prater for the point after try.
These fools, my mouth,
splits the uprights. And they'll take the lead.
Chat, please put back and sub. It's very up to me, chat. Please, I need it, please. Put for me subscribe, bro. I need it. Please. I really need it.
Kickoff taken at the 3.
Ooh.
And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. The New England offense running out now.
Chat, I never good in Madden, but
game close. Now it's time for them to come through. Get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair.
I don't know what to say.
May on 1st and 10. On the run right, throwing deep down.
Please, yeah, let's go. Oh.
And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Let's go, Patriots!
The Patriots take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. DeMario Douglas with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there is a determined looking.
Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point
Bombardini Cappuccini.
Ring and ring and ring. It's
Chat, please put back and sub. Please, need it, please. Please, I need it, guys.
But they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive. Is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
Let's go, chat. Let's do it.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. Excellent field position for him here after the kickoff lands short. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Connor trying the right side. And they had that one contained right at the line. That's Matthew Judon in on the tackle. So we're winding down to the end of the 2024 season.
They know the cuss. They know the cuss. They know the cuss.
Second and 10 now.
Meow.
Makes the connection to James Conner. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. It's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there. The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. The ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Ooh, they put Ice Cube, bro.
Here he is to throw. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Okay. I want to be serious. I want to be serious.
As they work to get set. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
I want to be serious.
With a win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out. The defense takes its third and final timeout. Offense to the line for second down. A give up the middle to Stevenson. And they make the stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 6 yards on the run, so it's going to be 3rd and 5. They go again with Stevenson.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault.
Oh, and they fake it. No place to go.
What's it doing with my life, bro? What's it doing?
But no one was fooled. Defenders saw right through that. Clearly, this squad did their homework.
Wait, now I take the NFL. Now I take the Super Bowl.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
I need
He'll
it.
look to throw it. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play.
Bruh.
And the big play drives them backwards. Second
Let's
down.
go. Ooh.
The NFL runs through Foxborough. The New England Patriots are Super Bowl champions once again.
So go shit. I'm not coming.
Play me, lil bro.
Commissioner Goodell at the podium, handing the Lombardi Trophy to the New England Patriots, your champions of Super Bowl 59. So that's a
What
wrap
do you
on
mean,
another
play?
incredible year of NFL coverage here on EA Sports. It was a memorable and very fun first year in the booth for myself and my partner in crime here.
You duck and GNG.
Until next season, I'm Kate Scott. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and good night from New Orleans.
Bruh, I'm not very good in English, bro. What is G and G, bro? You mean like you football player, bro?
You lame asshole.
Bro. Bro. I don't know how to play in this game, bro. It's 13 London, bro.
Bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life without me. Most feds in the state wanna see my me. The whole city got pissed. Heard he got 3. That other rapper got it. Shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got free? The king back now. Don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, get before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall the shack now. Still push a button to let the roof on relax.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the two teams who met in Super Bowl 55. We can hardly wait for the start of this one, and it's coming up next.
From the home of many a title run and one of the NFL's most successful franchises, you're looking live at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys. We're playing under the lights and some heavy rain here tonight. And we're off and running from Gillette.
Start the line.
Darius Tony now to return it. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, someone who, Brock, I think needs less introduction than anyone in the NFL today. It's Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player
breaks through, and he might break away. Oh, what a stiff arm. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
His drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Touchdown.
Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
And no, they faked it.
But the press explode.
You know, that's a call.
Oh, she's fighting.
But it's pretty dead and gone in the NFL, and for good reason. Even when you catch them off guard, the
Chat, I don't know if
chances
you're
for
texting me in
success
chat.
are extremely low. Can't do it.
Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. And he needed a lot more power there. It came down a ways away from the landing zone, and they're going to start the possession up at the 40.
The AI is speaking, bro.
Landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some
I'm not
great
joking.
field position
The
here.
AI is speaking.
First down, here's Baker. Getting out to his left. Now here he goes. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Decent yardage picked up here
Whoop.
before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess. Even when...
Right. I don't know if it's the end, oh my god. But if it's close, I know tough friend is a game, but please put like and sub. Please put subscribe. It's very up to me. Bro, I really need it. I see you there in the live. You watching me now, bro, so just put subscribe.